Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Oh, and now some space to operate. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And you look at the Saints' defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top deep.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
29. 808. Express. 29. 29. Raider 1.
Throwing now is Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Saints now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
93.
Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
You look at the Saints defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This one out quickly to Watkins. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts throwing complete to Smith.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 93. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 44 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On play action, it's Carr.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
You're mine. Kill. That's it.
On first down, Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Carr now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In motion right, Campbell. Carr going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
29.
To throw is Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw, it's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
6:37. 7:34. Later 9.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing now is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. A quick one here hauled in by Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Carr. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Hey, 7:34. You're mine. 46-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one down for a big one.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that one too wide and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
29. 808.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
On first down, Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's look at it. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
63, 63, 63. Crown left, get it. Crown left.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Good for us Saints.
On 1st down, Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side Swift.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Saints 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, and my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action. Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. 93.
They'll set up a throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, 734.
Carr going to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
63.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this inside the
30. It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shape